I want to talk about something I learned this weekend. Too often we get wrapped around perfection, meaning, well, I'm not going to be able to be perfect today, so why bother tracking my macros? Today marks 2 weeks on the road. I left my house 2 weeks ago this morning, and it's been a struggle. I've been through New Jersey, through New York, now California. I'm going to be home for 1 day, and then I head to Texas. So it's going to be basically 20 of 21 days on the road. And I've tracked my macros every single day since leaving my house. And I'll tell you, it's not always been perfect, meaning not just have I been off, but a lot of the foods I ate, especially this past week, were prepared for us as judges at the CrossFit Games. And I just had to do a lot of estimating, whether it was 2 ounces or 4 ounces of chicken, what's in this sweet potato mash, what's in these vegetables, what are they cooked with, etc. But I would plug everything in to the best of my ability, to the best of my estimation, and from knowledge I've gained over the last few years of flexible eating. But here was the biggest takeaway I had, and here's what I want you guys to understand. It helped me not lose track of my goals. So although it wasn't perfect, it was keeping me on point. So we're in the back judges room, this little locker room area reserved for, the 40 or so head judges that were taking care of the individuals all weekend long. And there were peanut M&Ms, and there were Kind bars, and there were dried mangoes, and there were Oreos, and all sorts of other snack type foods. And in years past, whether it would be at the games, at regionals, at just events that I've been a part of, mindlessly I would stick my hand in that bag of peanut M&Ms, or I'd grab a Kind bar, or eat another protein bar. But by keeping track of what I ate, and again, although it might not have been perfect, by keeping track of that, it allowed me to be a little more diligent in everything else. So by keeping track of the foods I knew I ate, it reminded me not to overindulge. And that could have quickly escalated from 1 day of snacks where I was just like, F it, to 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. And I was getting a lot of, the other teammates goofing on me for keeping track of everything, but I knew I had to in order to not let myself get crazy. And throughout this week, I was able to fit in In-N-Out Burger, Raised Donuts, all of the meals that were provided to us. And I'd still say, even though they were estimates, I was within 10 grams of all 3 macronutrients almost every day so far. And with another week on the road, that's important because it's keeping me on track with my nutrition. With a little bit of lack of sleep, I still felt energized. I'm going to go hit a workout now in this hotel, and it mentally makes me feel a little more sound and a little more solid. So I'm really glad I did it. Just a takeaway, whether you're on the road, even if you're on vacation, I like to tell you guys, hey, special events let loose, but we can still keep track and do our best, and it might help you stay on path for a little bit longer. So I hope that helps. Done sometimes is better than perfect. I want you to remember that.